Hi reception, thanks for coming back to part 2 of our PE lesson today. Now in this part we're going to be learning some yoga moves and practicing one that we learned last week. I'm going to show you the yoga moves that we're going to do today. We're going to be practicing our mountain pose. We're going to be learning treetop pose. We're going to be learning gorilla pose. And finally, we're going to be learning river pose. And once we've practiced those and learnt the skills, we're going to be putting them together into a flow to tell a story. Then you're going to pause the video and use the cards that I've sent you to have a go at making up a story yourself. You don't have to do it in the same order as me. You can be creative and you can do your own. It's your yoga story. Then I'd like you to come back to the video and we're going to do our warm down. So let's start. First of all, we're going to practice our mountain pose. Now we're really good at this one, so let's have a go. Mountain pose, feet together, hands to the side, back nice and straight. Imagine that there are tree roots growing out of the soles of your feet into the ground. You are strong. Take a big deep breath in. Remember not to bring your shoulders up and breathe out. Big deep breath in and breathe out. You can, if you want to, bring your hands together to your chest. Big deep breath in and big deep breath out. Fantastic. Now we're going to have a go at our treetop pose. Now there are lots of ways of doing treetop pose and I'll talk you through it as we go. We start off in mountain pose. We bring our hands to our chest just like this. Now this is the tricky part next because we need to balance. Remember to keep your breath. If you concentrate on your breath, it does get easier. Lift up one of your legs to your knee. If you're wobbling, that's okay. Now, if you need an extra challenge, you can move your arms up to the ceiling. Keep breathing. Keep breathing. Don't worry if you wobble. And for an extra challenge, you can look up to your hands. Keep breathing. And if you wobble, Miss Beard's wobbling, look. Oh, don't worry. Come back to mountain pose. Take a big deep breath and do it again. Oh, I'm wobbling again. And then we can try on the other side. Back to mountain pose. The foot this time. Sometimes you might find that one foot is harder than the other. I find it a lot harder with my left foot. Hands to your chest. Remember to breathe. And out. Lift your hands up to the sky. Then, if you need the extra challenge, you can look up. And then down again. Well done, reception. Now, if you need to pause the video to practice, you can at any point. Our next pose is the gorilla. Now, for the gorilla, what we have to do is squat, which means our feet stay on the floor. We bend our knees like this, and we're going to put our hands on the floor, like you're a little frog. That's our first step. The next step is we put our hands on our elbows, on our knees, and stand up a little bit like this. And then straighten your legs, keep your arms down, and move slowly. from side to side. Keep breathing. Keep thinking about how your body feels. Try and keep your head down. Try not to look up. Keep your head nice and low. Let your arms and your shoulders and your head relax as you swing from side to side. Well done. Remember, you can pause the video if you want to have a practice at doing your gorilla pose. Super job. And then finally, we've got our river pose. Now I'm going to do mine on the side so you can see what it looks like. Put your legs in front of you, and your hands on your knees. Keep your back nice and straight and look forward. I'm going to look at the camera to tell you what to do, but you need to look forward. Reach your arms behind you and keep your back nice and straight, and breathe in and breathe out. And breathe in and breathe out. And now I'm going to reach forward to touch my toes, but my back is still nice and straight. And finally, I lean forward. I bend my elbows and I lean forward and I breathe. Now, you can have a go at doing our river pose reception. And what I'd like you to do is pause the video, and I want you to go back to when we first started doing mountain pose. And I want you to practice each of those 4 poses, because we're going to need them and know them quite well to do the next part of our video, which is putting them together in a flow to tell a story. So pause the video now and come back when you feel ready to do our story. Hello reception, welcome back. Now we're going to tell a yoga story by using our poses. I'm going to tell you the story using our cards. One hot, sunny day, there was a mountain. At the bottom of the mountain was a tree. Underneath the tree was a gorilla. The gorilla was very hot and very thirsty. The gorilla spotted a river and went to have a drink of water. And that is the end of our story. So, to do this, we need to put them all in order and use the poses to make a flow to tell the story. Now, I'm going to guide you through this one, and then you're going to pause the video and use the cards that I've sent you to have a go at making up your own. Or you can do the same as me. Okay, so I'm going to guide you through it. So the first one is mountain pose. One hot sunny day, there was a mountain pose. At the bottom of the mountain was a tree pose. Don't worry if you lose your balance. Underneath the tree was a gorilla pose. The gorilla was very hot and very thirsty. And the gorilla spotted a river pose. and the gorilla had a lovely drink of water from the river. Super job, reception. We have just used our yoga poses to make a flow and to tell a yoga story. That was so much fun. I feel really relaxed. I've stretched my muscles. I've concentrated on my breathing, and I feel relaxed and focused to start my day. Now I want you to pause the video and use the yoga cards that I've sent you to make up your own flow, your own yoga story. I'd love to see the pictures or the videos of all the wonderful things that you do. Pause the video now and come back to do our final warm down. Hi reception, thanks for coming back. Wow, I can't wait to see your yoga flows and yoga stories. Now, for our warm down, what I'd like you to do, as usual, is find a lovely place to lie down and get comfy. Pause the video now if you need to. And now I want you to close your eyes. I want you to imagine that you are on the mountain that was in our story. You can use the picture at the back of this video to help you if you want to. And I want you to take a big deep breath in and breathe out. And I want you to imagine the gentle wind blowing in your hair. You're so relaxed, you're so calm. I want you to hear the birds that are flying around the top of the mountain, wishing you well, spreading calmness to you. And now, reception, if you want to lie there for a little bit longer, you can. Whenever you're ready, you can open your eyes and start moving your hands, moving your feet, your toes, looking around the room. Now you're ready to start your day. Thank you so much for joining me today for our PE lesson, and I look forward to seeing you next week.